Welcome to Passport to Everywhere. We're a community of individuals striving for geographic freedom. We post videos about the cost of living around the world, acquiring second citizenships and passports, and traveling the world on your own terms. A life peppered with maple leaves and cool Canadian air is an aspiration for many individuals worldwide. The promise of geographical freedom, the lure of international opportunities, and the charm of pronounced global curiosity make Canadian citizenship an enticing prospect. The journey to becoming a Canadian citizen is a monumental event, marked by growth, transformation, and a deepened connection to Canada's values and rights. This comprehensive guide will illuminate the path to Canadian citizenship through naturalization, a process that necessitates understanding, dedication, and patience. What is naturalization? The first step in your journey is understanding what naturalization entails. Naturalization is the formal procedure through which a foreign national becomes a citizen of a country. In the context of Canada, naturalization refers to the process by which Canadian permanent residents, landed immigrants, acquire their Canadian citizenship. Who is eligible for Canadian citizenship by naturalization? For an individual to be eligible for Canadian citizenship through naturalization, they must first be a permanent resident of Canada. A permanent resident is an individual who has been permitted to live and work anywhere in Canada, enjoying most of the rights and privileges of a Canadian citizen, with a few exceptions. The exceptions mainly revolve around the right to vote in elections, hold certain jobs that require high-level security clearance, and live abroad without any time limits. Eligibility criteria for Canadian citizenship by naturalization. Before embarking on the journey to Canadian citizenship, it's crucial to understand the eligibility criteria. Here are the key requirements and obligations you must meet to be deemed qualified to apply for Canadian citizenship through naturalization. Age requirements. You must be at least 18 years old to apply for Canadian citizenship. Permanent residency status. The first prerequisite for eligibility is holding permanent residency status in Canada. This status must be maintained and not under any form of review for immigration or fraud reasons. Physical presence in Canada. A critical requirement for becoming a Canadian citizen is the physical presence obligation. As an applicant, you need to prove that you have physically lived in Canada for a minimum of 1,095 days, equivalent to 3 years, during the 5 years preceding your application's date. Language proficiency. As Canada is a bilingual country with English and French as its official languages, demonstrating proficiency in either of these languages is a crucial requirement. You need to prove that you can speak and listen at a specific level, as measured by the Canadian Language Benchmarks, CLB. The minimum required level is CLB Level 4, which indicates that you can engage in everyday conversations, understand simple instructions, use basic grammar, and have enough common words and phrases to answer questions and express yourself. Understanding of Canadian values, history, and institutions. To become a Canadian citizen, you must demonstrate adequate knowledge of the rights and responsibilities of Canadians and understand Canada's history, geography, economy, government, laws, and symbols. This understanding is usually assessed through a citizenship test. Income tax filing. Filing income taxes is another essential requirement. You may need to have filed your taxes in Canada for at least 3 years during the 5 years right before your citizenship application. Prohibitions due to crimes committed. Your journey to becoming a Canadian citizen could hit a roadblock if you have committed a crime in or outside Canada. If you have secured your permanent residency or citizenship fraudulently, immigration authorities may revoke your citizenship. Proving residency. When you apply for Canadian citizenship, you need to provide proof of your residency. This can be in the form of travel records, tax records, school or employment records, or any other document that can prove your stay in Canada. The citizenship application process. Once you are confident that you meet all the eligibility criteria, you can proceed to the next stage. The Canadian citizenship application process. Filling the application. The first step in the application process is filling out the application form. This can be done either online or in person at a passport office. Submitting the application. Once you have filled out the application form, you will need to submit it along with the required supporting documents. These documents serve as proof of your residency, language proficiency, knowledge of Canada, and more. The Citizenship Test. If you're between 18 and 54 years of age, you will need to take the Citizenship Test. This test generally consists of 20 multiple-choice questions, which you must answer in either English or French. The test covers various topics about Canada, including its history, geography, economy, government, laws, and symbols. You must achieve a pass mark of at least 15 correct answers. The citizenship ceremony and oath. The final step in the process is the citizenship ceremony, where you will take the oath of citizenship. This solemn event is where you officially become a Canadian citizen, committing to the rights and responsibilities that come with it. Rights and responsibilities of a Canadian citizen. As a Canadian citizen, you enjoy certain rights and also bear certain responsibilities. These include 1. Right to equality. As a Canadian citizen, you are equal under the law. You have the right to equal protection and benefit regardless of race, nationality, ethnic origin, color, religion, sex, age, or mental or physical disability. 2. Freedom rights. You enjoy fundamental freedoms such as freedom of conscience and religion, freedom of thought, belief, opinion, and expression, including freedom of speech, press, and other media communication, freedom of peaceful assembly, and freedom of association. 3. Democracy. As a Canadian citizen, you have the right to participate in political activities and the right to vote and run for political office. 4. Mobility rights. You have the right to live and work anywhere in Canada, the right to enter and leave Canada, and the right to apply for a passport. 5. Legal rights. You have the right to life, liberty, and personal security, and a number of other legal rights. As a Canadian citizen, you also have responsibilities. These include respecting the rights and freedoms of others, obeying Canada's laws, participating in the democratic process, and serving on a jury when called to do so. The journey to Canadian citizenship is a remarkable one, filled with growth, transformation, and a deepened connection to Canada's values and rights. This guide aims to provide a comprehensive overview of the intricacies of acquiring Canadian citizenship through the naturalization process. From understanding the eligibility criteria to navigating the application process, we hope this guide serves as a supportive and informative resource. Remember, becoming a Canadian citizen is not just about meeting the criteria and passing the test. It's about embracing the country's values, culture, and people. It's about becoming a part of a diverse, inclusive, and vibrant community that stretches from coast to coast. Welcome to the start of your journey to Canadian citizenship. Thanks for watching. We hope you found the information useful and informative. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. And if there's anyone you know who might be interested in this video, be sure to share it with them. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more videos like this. And as always, stay curious and keep exploring.